Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. I will tell a little bit about Socio, what we do, and maybe what makes us different. Is an end-to-end event management platform, and we help organizations ranging from nonprofits, associations, small businesses up to large multinational enterprises optimize their events and power event success, not only for virtual, but also for in-person, what we do. So we are a software company, but we are end-to-end and venue agnostic, and we also have a professional services team too.
So you started the company quite a bit before the pandemic. What was the thinking process behind that? And by the way, boiler up.
Yes, definitely. But boiler up. We actually started the company as an in-person solution, and I think up to 2020, I would say over 95% or so of our clients were using Socio primarily for their in-person events, and that was really our goal as well and our focus too. But at the end of the day, I don't think it matters, right? Virtual, in-person, hybrid, these are delivery mechanisms. And for us, Socio's goal was to really provide incredible attendee experiences, incredible exhibitor, sponsor, and speaker experiences. 10 years of digital transformation was kind of crammed into, I think, a few months. And like the rest of the world, and especially the world of events, there was a lot of uncertainty, and we had to go through a massive pivot together along with our customers. I think we introduced 3 new products, 1 new service offerings, and 72 new features in a single year, in a 12-month period, to really help our customers pivot to virtual. And I think that played a big role in making a difference for our customers. But it's not only about building technology, right? At the end of the day, we are big believers that the technology and the software you use can only be as good as the people supporting it and people behind the tools. So it's not only about building technology, but investing very heavily into our teams and into our customers. So we did a lot of thought leadership around that time as well. I believe it was the time for companies like ours to shine when there was a lot of uncertainty. And I think we gave out 150 plus no fee contract extension to our customers that were heavily impacted by COVID, to make sure that we are not yet another problem that they need to worry about when they're trying to go through this crazy times and survive with their businesses. We also brought together, I think, 70 plus industry experts and did a 10-week long hackathon that helped us define. Back then, hybrid was kind of a buzzword. Now it's a reality. But back then we really worked together with the industry to define what hybrid really means. And I guess finally, while we knew that virtual wasn't going to go anywhere, and it was a muscle that event organizers will flex whenever it is the right type of an audience, right type of an event, we realized very early on, talking to our customers and their attendees, that virtual wasn't gonna perfectly replace in-person experiences that our audiences, and I think overall broader, just human beings, just crave. So for that reason, even though our focus shifted into building more for virtual, we never really stopped investing into our in-person experiences. And I think that's now paying off very, very well for our customers who are now pivoting back to in-person and pivoting back to hybrid. The deep understanding of how to and how not to run in-person events gives us an incredible competitive edge against other providers and competitors that are just born and exploded during the COVID and virtual era as well. So yeah, it has been a complete roller coaster.
So I guess that takes us right into the question about the Cisco.
Yeah, we did get acquired by Cisco, but that could mean many different things, right? And as you can guess, I get that question a lot. So what does this mean? What's going to happen? How is Cisco and Socio going to work together? So I guess the first thing I should tell you a little bit about is really the big picture alignment that we have with Cisco. So Socio and Cisco, we are perfectly aligned on the sentiment that the future of events, very much like future of work and collaboration overall, will be hybrid. And we also know very well that with that change comes new challenges and increased complexity for event organizers and marketers to create truly inclusive and meaningful and measurable interactions and experiences for their audiences, now both virtually and in person. And we believe that Cisco and Socio together, as well as by the way, the continuous Cisco acquisitions in our space as well. I'm not sure, Slido is one great example, I believe. Slido is an incredible audience engagement platform that is now also part of Cisco. We believe that Cisco, Socio, Slido, together we will further our shared vision of transforming the event industry by creating the world's first truly and completely end-to-end hybrid event and meeting technologies. And when I say end-to-end, I like really mean end-to-end, like hardware plus software from a single vendor type of an end-to-end, which hasn't really happened in our industry before. So overall, we are very excited. WebEx is definitely going to be deeply integrated into Socio, and Socio will be deeply integrated to WebEx. But if what you're asking is, hey, are you going to be, you can only use WebEx and nothing else, that is definitely not the intention. We want to have an open ecosystem of which WebEx is a part of, a very strong and powerful part of, because now that we are owned and we are all under a single umbrella, we'll be able to do the types of integrations that you can't do with a third-party company.
How long before we move from this Hollywood Square look that we have here to really a true metasphere, virtual, immersive environment where, we can walk around and literally go into rooms that look like rooms and not just a square box? I give it 2 years. And the only reason it slows down is because we got to get the 5G speeds and things like that into the space.
Yeah, great question. And I don't think, I definitely don't have the perfect answer, right? I think it will be unfair for us to expect the perfect answer from anybody when it comes to, something more open-ended like this. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought COVID and the pandemic overall would have pushed it a lot faster and a lot more. And I was a bit disappointed to see this wasn't as big of a, like I said, like 10 years, 15 years of digital transformation was kind of crammed into this 2-month, 3-month, 1-year period. And I really thought that VR and AR would have shined because we couldn't be out there walking in a room or in a forest that you mentioned. I thought that this would be the part, this would be the time frame at which this shines and becomes a bit more mainstream, and that didn't happen. And I definitely think you're right. Internet speeds, broadband, these are all things that has impact on why or why not. But I definitely think we have a long way to go, and I'm not sure if 2 years will do it. There's exciting development in the industry that I am tracking very closely to make sure that the moment we believe that there's viable technology that could be used broadly in the event space, we will be adopting it and we will be working on it